Welcome to Tech Bubble Watch. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben. Today we're talking about that feeling of déjà vu you might be getting every time you read the financial news.
Yeah.
It feels a lot like 1999, but the magic words aren't .com anymore, they're AI.
Exactly. We're digging into a really sharp analysis from an article on Medium, which argues that the AI bubble isn't just growing,
Mm,
it's getting ready to burst. And more importantly,
right.
that the financial world is already lining up its next big bet. I mean, Ben, the numbers are just staggering. The article claims nearly half of all private investment is flooding into AI.
It's a huge concentration of capital. And that kind of, hype-driven investment always raises questions about the foundation. Is the technology's progress really keeping pace with the money?
Right.
Well, the author argues it isn't. He brings up two fascinating and, frankly, worrying technical roadblocks.
Okay, let's break those down. What's the first one?
It's called the efficient compute frontier. The best analogy is like tuning a high-performance engine. At first, a few tweaks give you this massive boost in horsepower,
Okay.
but to get that last tiny 1% of performance, you have to spend a fortune rebuilding the entire engine. With AI, we're now spending billions more on computing power for, increasingly tiny incremental gains.
So the return on investment is just cratering. And what's the second roadblock? This sounds like something out of a sci-fi
It
novel.
kind of is. It's called the Floridi conjecture. The idea is that as AI models generate more and more of the text and images on the internet, new AIs will inevitably start training on that AI-generated data. It's like making a photocopy of a photocopy. With each generation, the quality gets worse, the data gets polluted, and the
Wow.
models risk becoming dumber, not smarter.
That's such a powerful idea. The AI essentially eating its own tail. So, if the tech is hitting these fundamental limits, but the investment is still off the charts, well, that's the classic definition of a bubble. But, Ben, from a market perspective, how is this different from the dot-com era? I mean, companies like Nvidia are making real astronomical profits,
Right.
which, wasn't true for so many of those dot-com companies.
That is a great point, and it's why the debate is so fierce. The foundation is stronger this time. These aren't just ideas on a napkin, but the behavioral pattern, it's identical. A fear of missing out, FOMO, driving valuations to a point where they are completely disconnected from realistic future earnings. The core of the article isn't just that the bubble will pop, but what the smartest people in the room are already doing about it.
Right. This is the crucial part. They're not just waiting for the pop, they're preparing the escape raft. The author calls it the next bandwagon.
Exactly. And that bandwagon is quantum computing. As the AI hype cycle peaks,
Okay.
a new, even more futuristic one is being spun up to catch the outflow of capital. It's being sold as the technology that will solve the problems AI can't.
Okay, so give us the simple elevator pitch for quantum computing. What is it?
Okay, let's stick with a maze analogy. A classical computer, even a supercomputer, solves a complex maze by trying every possible path one by one,
Yeah.
just very, very quickly. A quantum computer, by harnessing the bizarre principles of quantum mechanics,
Right.
can essentially explore every single path simultaneously.
It sounds like magic, the ultimate game changer.
And that's precisely why it's the perfect candidate for the next bubble. The key word is theoretically. We're decades away from a quantum computer that can do anything commercially useful. The author's cynical but compelling argument is that its complexity and long-term timeline make it a perfect black box for investors. You can pour money in and sell the dream, and for 10 or 20 years, no one can definitively prove the dream isn't real.
So it's a story not about technology, but about the movement of speculative money. The same capital that inflated the AI bubble will just roll over into the quantum bubble,
Yeah.
leaving most people behind when the first one bursts. Wow, it's a sobering look at how the modern hype economy works.
It really is. It paints a picture of a perpetual motion machine of hype, just jumping from one next big thing to the next.
So as we watch these massive waves of investment crest and fall from AI to quantum, here's a question we'd like you to think about.
Is this cycle of boom and bust just a necessary, if messy, feature of technological progress? Or does it divert billions of dollars and immense talent away from solving more immediate, less bubbly problems?